What do we have here? Oh yeah, that's right. Martin's welding up the new baffles for my brand new valve cover. Let's go. Let's show you the color. So we'll pick that video back up, but check this out. I get home, I pull up, and I live in a pretty busy development, and there's just a deer chilling, walking across the street like he owns the joint. What a maniac. What's going on? Welcome back, guys. Today, we're in a DSM. You can see mile per hour's not working. DSM life, baby. And we're gonna go pick up some pies. Happy Thanksgiving. You wanna hear the turkey? Little turkey action for you. 30 pounds of boost and you're picking up Thanksgiving pies. What do? You seatbelt those bad boys in. DSM life. That's lovely. Boom. So I just I'm gonna sand down right here because that's where the rubber seal goes for the oil cap. So I'll just take the powder off right there. And boom, you can see it kind of matches. It all looks good. It's all one color. Got the fittings on there. Fittings are looking good. So I don't know. What do you think I should do the blow off valve? Part of me was thinking about doing the top part of the blow off valve. And I don't know. I don't know if I want to touch the air fuel pressure regulator or if I want to touch and get like an aftermarket brake booster cap. So I don't know. What do you think? Should I get a brake fluid cap? Like JMF has one. You know, I could get one in black and then just strip it down or even attempt to go right over it with the same powder. Part of me is thinking about just leaving it. I don't know. Because I feel like if I do the blow-off valve, then I should do the air fuel pressure regulator. You know, you just caught up and starting to do everything. But it looks really good. I'm thinking about maybe painting Mitsubishi, just the diamond logo. I'm thinking about maybe painting that black. We'll see. Let's get this installed. First, I'm going to sand that a little bit, and then we'll get it installed. Oh, and at the end of this video, I want to talk a little bit about how my E85 tune went. Good news, good news. By the way, shout out to Martin at RX 4Speed. Putting brand new baffles in for me. They look great. I removed the Allen head bolts. You can see them there. I removed 12s from here, 10s from there. And so now I just got to go and remove the bolts that are on the inside of the valve cover. You can see I took the spark plugs. I just labeled them. You can label them by cylinder, or if you want to just label them left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, however you want to do it. Or if you want to do them by the actual cylinder number. But always good instead of trying to figure out, you know, best thing you want to do is start it up and you're running on 2 or 3 cylinders because you messed up the spark plug wires. So I'm going to take those bolts off and then we'll pop this bad boy off. These baffles were replaced, I don't know, probably about 1,500 miles ago. So it's a very good valve cover. Looks like no cracks. I will clean it up and triple check it. So, and then we'll just clean up any gasket material we see and just check everything over and get the new boy back on. Classic HKS classics. Fresh gasket in. Little blue half moon in. I never seen them blue. I guess that's funny how they're coming now. This one is black. But I don't know, maybe that's how, where did I put it? The Salt Pro ones are. I think those Mitsubishi sets are harder to get, and I think they went up a lot in price. So we'll do this and see how she goes. So looks good. No leaks. I let it warm up to 200. So I'm going to check every bolt and we'll get it wrapped up. Put the spark plug cover back on. I freaking love it. Looks pretty awesome. What do you think? Should I do a black Mitsubishi letter? I know some people might say black out all the letters, but I don't know. I don't think I want to get too crazy with it. But I was thinking about maybe doing a black Mitsubishi diamond. So yeah, emptied the catch can as well. Just a little maintenance. I will be giving this thing an oil change because we did make lots of 30 PSI E85 pulls. Let's talk about that. So I took the car there for a tune, and we finally had some time to tune, so it was a beautiful Saturday out there. So some of you may know, I may have talked about this in the video before. I'm not sure why, but I got this motor years ago. I would say probably 2014, 2013. That's how long I've had this motor. It's a 2.3 stroker, Oliver rods, Ross pistons, 2.4 crank. So yeah, and then it's a 7-bolt head, 6-bolt bottom end. So the 7-bolt head is actually the original head. Obviously I got some things done to it. But anyways, HKS, Kigley valves, 3G lifters. So I was gonna maybe put some new lifters in it this winter to see if I can quiet it down. So this car's always had a little bit of a knock issue, but my tuner, a couple guys at RX 4Speed kind of felt that it was just kind of due to a loud motor. The head's been sent out to machine shop a couple times, gone through, not one thing wrong with it. So I kind of just been going with it, kind of just been setting it since. But that's always held me back on pump gas because, you know, as a tuner would do, they don't want to throw a bunch of timing in the car when it's showing knock. So then we tried it with 110, which I talked about in a previous video. The 110 handled really well. It started to show knock later at some point, but it was kind of, that's when we're like, it has to be just a loud motor, just picking up knock. You know, I changed countless knock sensors. We've gone through pretty much everything. So pretty much, I think eventually I want to build a 6-bolt bottom end on the side. Maybe just go with a 2.3 where I can shift a little high. I mean a 2.0 so that I can shift a little higher. Although I'd love to torque at a 2.3. So anyways, the 110 was still showing knock, so we decided I'm going for it. That's when I put the car on E85 because the 110 was awesome. You know, we tuned at one point. We were up to 36 PSI and the car felt awesome. Tuner was like you probably gained 200 wheel horsepower easily from pump gas to 110 and up in the boost. So that's when I was like, well, I'm going to E85 because 110 is just too expensive. So E85, finally got around to tuning it. Car's pulling great. We kept it at 30 PSI just to keep things conservative, especially because like the knock sensor isn't exactly doing its job correctly because it's picking up knock no matter, you know, too early. It shouldn't be picking up any knock on the E85, as you guys probably know, or 110. So since it's picking up knock, I said to the tuner, listen, like it's on me. Just turn off the knock sensor. Let's just send it. If something was gonna happen to the motor, if I hurt the motor, then I was just gonna live with it and just slowly build a new motor over winter if I had to. I still might slowly maybe see if I can get a 6-bolt block cheap. I know the guys at RX 4Speed sometimes have blocks, but people are constantly buying them. And with the holidays coming, I probably am not going to buy a 6-bolt block at the moment. But either way, I kind of just think I should kind of build a block on the side and probably just go with some manly stuff. Just something I can shift a little higher. I'm not looking to set the world on fire. Again, I would like a 10.9 pass or better. I would like to be in the 10s and just leave the car there. I don't know what the car may run now. A lot of it may have to do with my launch. I would hope that it feels really good. I took a few people for rides and it feels really good. It's a 35R turbo, 2.3 stroker, semi built automatic. It's got some goodies in it, clutch backs, full line pressure. It's got a precision converter. So I don't know if I'm going to get the 10-second pass as it is. We might need to do a little bit more work with the tune, but again, the car feels really good. It's late November, early December right now, so I don't know if I'll be able to get to the track, and I'm not worried about it. I just want to enjoy the car and not just be so set on what the, what my trap speed is or what my, estimated time is. So I just want to enjoy the car. The best this car has gone is high 12s, so it's kind of like we just want to maybe make our way to 11s before we get worried about 10s. But the car is definitely night and day difference from pump gas, the last pump gas tune, and the last time I took it down the track, what was it, August 2019, because we had, COVID ruin this summer. So hopefully I can take it down track, and yeah, and maybe the next video I can kind of take you guys on for a ride with me and let you guys see a couple pulls. I didn't get any video from tuning because we had some issues. The thermostat got stuck at one point, so we had to lower, take the coolant out. I ended up just cutting the thermostat and just using the gasket. So right now, the only thing that changes is the car runs a lot cooler, but it also takes a little bit more time to heat up. But obviously, I'm not getting into any boost or beat on the car until it's fully warmed up. That happened. We ended up changing the spark plugs midway through the tune, and then we ended up checking the spark plugs. So you know how it is. The tune's not just sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty, and that was one of those cases. So if you watch this video, thanks for sticking out. I hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. Holidays are coming. Make sure you guys feel free to like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to, but make sure definitely think about it if you like what you see. And we'll get some more pulls. This thing came out awesome.